The number of people killed in violent protests in Tunisia has risen to 21 after the government confirmed a further 3 deaths. Human rights groups claim the real figure is much higher, but the government has denied reports that up to 50 people died. Those protesting against high unemployment say the police used violence to break up their demonstrations. More riots are reported to have broken out in the last few hours. The hostility towards the government is also being felt by Tunisian exiles in France. Jackie Rowland went to meet them.
The anti-government protests in Tunisia are now being echoed by the Tunisian community overseas. These people have family and friends back home. They feel personally affected by the popular uprising and the reports of a rising death toll. The Tunisian opposition here in Paris had called for a demonstration outside the Tunisian embassy. But as you can see, the French police have closed off the road. They're not letting anyone in or out. Faced with the police blockade, the demonstrators had to move their protest around the corner. But their message remained the same. They want political change in Tunisia and an end to the 23-year rule of President Ben Ali. Many Tunisian opposition members have taken refuge in France. They accuse state-controlled media in Tunisia of distorting the truth, and they are determined to tell their version of events.
This government has to go. Today the country needs a series of reforms, economic and social reforms, and it needs a real campaign against corruption.
The North African community in France relies on this radio station for news about what's going on back home. The journalists here say it's difficult to get accurate information, but their job is made easier by bloggers and people posting video on websites.
Right now, young people are communicating and sharing information through social networks like Twitter and Facebook. We can find out what's going on. We can take the temperature on the streets. It's even better than having journalists there because it's young people who are talking.
And these are the pictures that young Tunisians have been posting. The footage may be shaky and shot on mobile phones, but the image is clear. A standoff between people who have reached the end of their tether and an authoritarian state that wants to hold on to power. Jackie Rowland, Al Jazeera, Paris.